Hello, everybody, and welcome back to today's episode of Roll20 Presents Tomb of Annihilation. So far, nice and undangerous. Actually, it's very dangerous, but no one's gotten killed. I'm actually really impressed that y'all got through the Zalcori. She's very easy to piss off, and you did a really good job not pissing her off. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Hey, can I get inspiration?
We haven't pissed her off yet.
You haven't pissed her off yet. That's true.
Can I get inspiration?
Yes, you can. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you wanted to cast a spell. You have an innate Furbolg ability you would like to make use of.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, scowling at Arcturus because she thinks it's bad to meddle with all this stuff, even though Andrew the player, was like, "Hey guys." Oh, I'm so conflicted here. Yeah. So Little Fox like leans in and like sniffs the statue and like pokes at it, basically.
Yeah, you smell the magic of changing, suffusing the stone. You smell transmutation magic clearly at play.
Mm-hmm.
The statue is in and of itself not magical, but this is also not its natural state. It was changed into this from some other thing.
And so there's the pause where she chews on whether or not she's going to answer honestly. Answer honestly.
Answer honestly. Yeah.
And then like closes her eyes and just says like, it just nods.
Right. Well, I don't know quite how this works. And like Arcturus just like fiddles with one of the purpley scales and then like puts his hand on the guy.
Don't pick at it. It's bad for you.
And then like closes his eyes and like thinks about how like he would cast lesser restoration but like stronger.
Yeah.
And then he like opens one of them.
Yeah, so you just place your hand on the statue and everyone sees where Arcturus's hand touches a wave of light kind of spreads out like Han Solo being defrosted from the carbonite as flesh and cloth, leather and steel emerges from beneath the stone as the stone changes back to its natural form. The man you see before you immediately reacts. He's looking at the window. He reacts like this. Ah! And like pitches backwards and looks like he's about to fall into this pit.
And Little Fox grabs him with one hand over his face.
Okay.
And then just like hugs him close.
Make a dexterity save to see if you can grab him before he falls backwards. Because he was still scared of whatever he saw and was like, and like leapt backwards. Go ahead and make that save. Yes.
Danger sense?
Danger sense.
Okay, great. So this is with advantage.
Okay.
I get a 15.
Okay, good. Yes. So you sense the danger mere seconds before it happens and you grab the guy and like pull him over to you.
Yeah, and I just like hand over his mouth so he can't talk.
He's going to try and fight you.
Him.
Yeah, he's definitely going to try and fight you. Not like he's going to try to stab you, but he's going to make an opposed athletics check to try to get away. Because he's just like freaking out. And so he tries to get away.
Okay, I'm going to spend my inspiration to get advantage on this athletics check.
Character sheet for him.
I rolled 2s.
Oh boy. Okay.
Double 2s.
All right. So he doesn't have athletics, so that I might still fail. Okay, no, he beats you. And he gets free basically. I've got a token for him.
Yeah, so like Little Fox not wanting to actually hurt him has to let go.
This is just the token for the monster. He obviously doesn't look like this because that's a white elf lady and he's a black man. But he like pulls away from you and draws his sword, and then he alternately like points it at you and points it at Arcturus, and is like shouting, or not shouting, but like panicked talking in this language you understand. And he's got his back to the pool and he's freaking out a little bit.
Stop.
Wait.
Stop.
And he like looks over and he sees there's more of you, and he's like starting to lose it a little bit. And I think he's moving this way, right? He's trying to get but he's backed against the statue. So yeah, I think that's probably where he ended up, because he can't go anywhere. There's like the pool. Here's what I think he does. I think he looks around, and in the version of this where he's the hero, this is a very heroic thing, but he looks around and he looks up and he sees the long spear extending out over the pool. He crouches down and he jumps up and grabs it. You can try to grab him and like pull him down if you want, Little Fox.
Yeah, I think he goes to jump, and Little Fox is like, "Oh no!" and just goes to like
Lunge
catch
for
him around his waist.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll make an acrobatics check, and you make an athletics check.
All right, let's see if I can roll
right.
more than a 2.
DC on this one is 10.
I get a 10.
Ooh, okay. Or actually, no, sorry, I rolled first, so DC's 14. So no, you like lunge for him, and I think he steps on the like one of your legs, like on your thigh, and uses that as a springboard to jump up and pulls himself up on the spear. And you can see him like pinwheels his arms. He drops his sword and it clatters down into the pit. You hear it splash, and he's just like slowly moving towards the end of the spear, like putting his hands out, and he's not threatening you. It looks like he's apologizing, but he's terrified. And you can see he's a little dizzy because of the magic and stuff. And he's just backing towards the way, and he's standing now in the middle of this pit, and he's about like 40 feet from the water.
I like put my hands up and I like come like step in front of Little Fox, and I'm like, all right, that the manhandling's not working. Let's like consider, and I say, that's the universal sign of we're not going to hurt you, like hands up in the air.
Actually, in ancient Chultan, this means "come at me, bro." So.
Oh, okay. The universal sign of "come at me, bro."
Do you want to try to like calm him down?
Yeah, I'm gonna make like soothing. I probably like instinctively, instead of going like shh, shh, everything is okay, it's some kind of like wave watery sound.
Make foghorn noises.
No, it's a soothing like stream bed sound. No,
that's
it's
what shushing is. That's why you make that noise. It replicates the sound of
inside the womb or whatever.
Yeah, it's water. Yeah.
Yeah, so like he makes a more accurately watery version of that noise. Hands up.
Shut up, shush. Okay, make a persuade check at disadvantage.
Okay. Disadvantage persuasion. Oh, I forgot to put the disadvantage on.
Okay,
I'm so
again.
sorry. Let me disadvantage.
Okay, you only need a 7.
I got an 8.
Oh. So
barely.
He like windmills his arms again, and like now he's more scared of like falling and dying. He looks down, and actually we can see all this ruckus has gotten the attention.
Sword being,
yeah, the sword dropping into the water has gotten the attention of the multiple swarms of poisonous snakes that dwell at the bottom of this pit. And he looks down, and there's a pit of snakes like hissing and like writhing. And he looks at you, and he looks at the kobold and the weird green blue giant and then whatever Malik is, and he's just like puts his hands up like I surrender, like I don't know what to do.
I like make a like
Fox is getting a rope ready.
I like make a come here motion, and like I like point down at the snakes, and I like shake my head, and then I go like get off of that thing, you know?
Yeah, and he nods, and he starts kind of like carefully moving towards you.
And yeah, Little Fox tosses a rope up so that it kind of hangs over the spear so that he can grab it.
Okay, yeah, so he comes forward and he tries to like lean down to pick it up as he's moving. We'll make a DC 10. He's pretty dexterous. He's a scout, so.
Nope, he falls.
He falls. Shit. Okay, I'll give him a dex save to grab the rope as he falls. Let's say DC 15 on this save.
Nope.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so you throw the rope to him, and he's like, okay, and he leans down to pick it up, and he slips, and he's like, ah! And he like lunges for it, and then you just see him fall, and then splash, lands in the pit, and you hear hissing.
Oh,
great. Rage and jump in.
Yeah.
Everybody just jumping in the pit. Okay, well, let's roll initiative. Hang on. Don't move yourself yet. You're all where you are. The pit is a 20-foot deep pit. Let me check what the water at the bottom of the pit is.
You use the greater restoration spell.
I know, right?
Then
Poor
the guy kills himself.
He's not trying.
3 seconds after being stoned, he's dead.
Yeah, exactly. You're alive. You're dead. Okay, well.
I'm trying to remember where this like healing thing came from. Was it the DMG or?
It's like a charm. It's in the Dungeon Master's Guide. Yeah. Okay. Oh Jesus. Okay. The 20-foot deep pit contains 6 inches of water. So he falls 20 feet into 6 inches of water. So he's gonna take 2d6 damage. That's falling damage, right? Is it d6 for every 10 feet? Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
There is.
All right. So he screams, falls. The water mostly breaks his fall. He takes 5 damage. And now let me clear the order and then let's all roll initiative. Lisa Frank's damaging aura. All right, go ahead and
What is Lisa Frank?
I had in the order. I had Lisa Frank's damaging aura. It was
Because I was spirit
the
guard being.
yeah, the hologram dolphins that flew around Arcturus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have that prepped again, but obviously I'm not doing a very good job, so it's fine.
Okay, so let me roll for him, and I'll roll for the snakes that are gonna freak out and bite him.
I just have the worst initiative ever.
Excuse me, did you look at mine?
Yeah, but you're not.
I'm not good at
for your
stuff.
Initiative.
We don't expect good things from Arcturus initiative wise. All right, so Gal gets to. Wow, you all rolled really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Gal doesn't have his sword, but I think it landed probably about where he landed too. So he's going to use the move action to stand, and while he's doing that, I think he'll grab his sword, and then he's going to take the dodge action. He's just like terrified.
not to
So
get
he's like
eaten by
batting,
snakes.
batting at these snakes, and he's shouting. And you're very quickly learning the old Chilton word for snakes because he keeps yelling it.
It's either that or oh fuck.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the same word in Old Chilton. It's weird.
Snakes and oh fuck.
Yeah, snake and I'm going to die are the same word. Yeah. So he's just shouting like snakes. But he's dodging like a smart boy, because the swarms of poisonous snakes then attack him.
Okay, so I have one charge of lesser restoration left. Okay.
Okay. Where are my swarms of poisonous snakes? Let's see here. Where did I put that character sheet? There it is. It's hard. It's really hard for me to see my minimized tabs here because this map is so colorful. There we go. Okay. Poisonous snakes. So they can occupy another creature's space. So they just swarm him in panic, biting and hissing. And so 2 attacks. They each get 1 attack. His armor class is not as good as it was when he was stone. But you know, his armor class is 13. Okay, so
It has his own armor class.
what's that?
Does it have his armor class as stone, just in case we decide to
Like break
smash?
him? No, but you know, stone has an armor class.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So he takes 5 piercing. No, disadvantage. It misses. Oof. All right. So he grabs a snake, like a snake lunges for his neck, and he grabs it and throws it in the water. And another one jumps up on him, and there's like snakes wrapped around his arms. And he's just screaming in panic this whole time. So that was the first attack. Second attack at disadvantage because he's dodging.
Oh,
Ooh, okay. That time he takes 9. And then let's see if the poison downs him. If he makes this save, actually he's down no matter what. So he down he goes. He's not dead though. I'll treat him like a PC for your sake. So he's managing throwing them all off, and I think that one of them just bites him on the ankle, and he's like and like blunk, falls down in the water. Okay. Now thankfully these snakes, they're not the kinds of animals that are going to like just keep biting at him because they bite to like keep people away in this case. But he's still covered in poisonous snakes. Ishi, it's your turn.
I guess I just jump into the pit. Screw it. So from here to there, there's like 20 feet, but I'm also jumping. I don't know how you want to deal with that movement-wise.
Give me 1 quick second.
Yeah.
So Chad is saying he should make the roll because it's double his hit points. That's not how it works. It's not double his total hit points. It has to be all the health he has. I guess technically he should make the save because he's at 0 when the poison hits. Yeah, let me make that save. It is a DC 10 save. There you go. Okay, he is alive. There you go. We have to play by the rules. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so he's dead, but not like poison dead, instant death. Okay, so Ishi, where did you start your turn? At the edge of the pool?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a 20-foot drop.
So right there.
Um.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take the falling damage, but I'm basically just jumping.
Okay, sure, that's fine.
So 2d6, right? Yeah.
Okay.
3 damage.
Oh, I rolled the 2d6 for you.
Oh, sorry. 8 damage then.
Yeah.
Cool. And then I'm just gonna like rail in on these snakes as hard as possible.
Okay, so you just like slide down, crash land at the bottom, roll, pick yourself up, finish your move because you're close, and then you get to go and.
And I just try and stab the hell out of these snakes.
Have the snakes disappeared for anyone else?
Yeah, they're
they're
underneath
They're
him.
underneath the.
Here, I'll move him to the bottom. There you go. He's covered in snakes.
Okay. So here we go. I'm stabbing snakes with a rapier. Here, it's gonna be great. 15.
These snakes have an armor class of 14, so yes, you lunge into the swarm.
Fantastic. 8 damage.
Okay, and as you imagine, like you said, attacking with
Attacking a swarm of snakes.
it's not very effective. You spear a single snake, and throw it aside.
It's not super effective, but I gotta keep going. So here we go again. 22.
Okay, yep.
And then that's 10 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll action surge and I'll keep stabbing.
So each of these strikes is killing one snake at a time. So just like pop, pop, pop. But they're everywhere. They're all over him.
Very accurate, okay?
Yeah, totally.
19.
If you get a crit, you hit multiple snakes in a row.
So that's 13 damage.
Okay.
And then the last one, 17, which ends up being 15 damage.
Okay, so hold on. Let me... All right, let me do these. So that's 13.
We just saved you. Don't die now.
15. Okay. All right. So just snakes. Just so many snakes. All right. Great. Malik, your turn.
Yeah, we're going to do the good old twinned chromatic orbs. Snakes probably don't really have any elemental weaknesses, so let's just go with. If I do fire because they're in 6 inches of water, is that going to be a problem?
There's no rule for it, so no. The fire is like hot, like real hot, like burn away the water hot.
Yeah.
So 1 chromatic orb for each swarm.
Yes, please. Okay. Let's do the damaged one first.
Okay.
Excuse me. No, let's try that again. That's better.
There you go. Yep. Just barely. You got it.
Yeah. All right, Swarmy. 21 points of damage.
Okay. So that's much more effective. That burns off one of the swarms.
And second Swarmy. What are my rolls today?
Oh, boo.
All right, last point. Whatever.
Nope.
You won't need that later
Plus
to save
8.
against poison.
The +8.
All right. Little Fox, it is your turn.
Cool. I rage. I jump in.
Okay. So when you jump in, you take 2 damage.
Yeah, she just like lands really heavily, makes this enormous splash.
Yeah, this is the big like you land so hard that it creates a dry spot around you, like a dry circle as the water splashes around and then waves back in.
And then like kicks a bunch of snakes off of the dude and then like smashes them into the ground.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna attack with my maul.
Okay.
For 11 damage.
Okay.
And my second attack for 14 damage.
Nice. Okay.
That's my turn.
Arcturus.
I am going to cast Toll of the Dead on the last remaining snake pile.
Okay.
It's already damaged, so it'll do a little bit more. Oh, great. A 12 and a 1. Thank you. It evens out.
All right. Let's see how wise these snakes are. Are the snakes as wise as a plant? Yeah. Are they wise as a plant?
The wisdom of a crayfish.
No.
Fuck no.
They don't have the wisdom of a crayfish. So they take 13 necrotic damage.
Okay. Many of the snakes in the swarm suddenly realize that their life's end is now, and they just die.
Okay. And then I cast Healing Word on what's his butt to get him back up. That's a bonus action. So
Yep, bonus action, and you get a cantrip and all that. You abide by the rules. Okay, all right. So he takes a deep shuddering gasp, like, and like pops up out of the water, and he's like, "Ah, I'm still covered in snakes."
yep. Yes, he is still covered in snakes.
So he is going to stand up, and he's going to move away from the snakes, and he's going to take the dodge action and throw snakes off of him, and just panic some more.
Good idea, dude.
Yeah, so he's dodging. The poisonous snakes. There's still all these people and shit. So I'll roll. I'm gonna roll randomly to see who they attack. So 1, 2, 2, 4, and 6. Okay, Lil Fox, the swarm is gonna attack you. And panic snake bites.
Yeah. AC 16.
Okay, and there's less than half HP for them, so. Oof, nope. No problem. You are okay. Ishi, would you like to stab some snakes?
When is the answer no? Let's be honest. So, Pacow.
This is just practice for Omu.
That's 26, probably a hit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
12 damage.
Okay.
to the snakes. And then my second attack,
Oof.
which is not a hit.
Not so. You have pack tactics.
Oh, I do, because other people are nearby now.
That's right.
Yay! Okay, 15
And
minutes.
sneak attack on the first hit. No, you are not a rogue.
I don't have
Shut up.
attack.
No,
Whoa.
good.
Other campaign bleed. My apologies.
Alternate universe helping. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you finish off the snakes. The snakes are all dead. You have successfully killed all the snakes.
I mean, Dave, spoiler alert, I'll be a rogue next level. So
Yep.
Yeah, fair.
All right. So, at this point, your friend drops to his knees in the water, just like taking deep, gasping breaths. He's a little bit in shock, and he just is like, just freaking out. But he's not moving anywhere this time.
Little Fox puts a great big hand on his shoulder
Yeah,
And
he
just,
flinches
like-
but doesn't try to get away. He's just like,
and like holds him firmly, but not like roughly, and just like shushes him. It's just like like does the like soothing, like you're upset, it's okay, just
yeah. And he turns and looks at you like, what's happening? But he says something to you in old Chilton.
Come out, and I like throw the rope that was over the spear down, and I'm just like, come on, everybody, let's get out of the pit of snakes.
and yeah, Little Fox will like scoop the dude up in her arm and just like one hand climb, like reverse rappel up this.
Mm-hmm.
And I like motion to the jar, and I'm like, is that
So when you motion to it, he's just like, no, like saying a word that must mean don't or no or stay away from it. Like,
okay? And I walk away from it.
He just starts talking, and he's like gesturing at you and gesturing at you and gesturing in the pit and then gesturing at the statue, and then like looking around, and he looks down at his sword that's still in the pit, and he's just like, and like he's not sure what.
Didn't he? Oh, he dropped it again.
He dropped it again, yeah, because he passed out. Yeah. So
Did we not pick it up when we?
Little Fox sees if this works
just, do you do it on yourself?
on herself and then on him.
Yeah, when you do it on him, he's just like, and stops.
And she gives him a look that's just like the stern, just like,
Yeah, and he puts his hands out like, it all sums up to like, what the hell?
Should we
and she
get?
nods. She's like, and shrugs.
Let's go.
Should we get his sword?
And as you calm him down, he looks around, and you can see he's seeing the like ruined, like, and he's just like what the fudge? Why is everything all ruined?
Malik, can you get his sword?
He lunges at you, Little Fox, not to like hurt you or whatever. He grabs the front of your tunic, and he says, we don't have the subtitles, but he says something that there's no question. He says, "What day is it?
He's like,
How long was I asleep?"
It just
They killed it. You killed it.
Right, exactly. He looks up at the Statue of Liberty with its face all fallen off. You bastards! Oh my god, he's woken up in the planet of the monsters because he's surrounded by. Oh my god, humankind has gone away. Amazing.
I go up to him and I say, Malik, you should get his sword. Because you have the hand, and I'm just like, don't worry. If you keep talking, in a day, I'll be able to converse with you. Just keep saying words.
He doesn't seem to be able to stop. So
Yeah, so it's fine. It's perfect.
Yeah, so Little Fox is gonna look outside. Like, are those birds around? What's going on?
Take a little look outside.
Yeah, they're just fucking watching us.
Yeah, they're here. Take a little more step out. There you go.
Yeah,
They're everywhere. They're just hanging out, watching. Yep.
yeah. She's real worried that these birds are gonna see him and just be like, "Kill the human, kill him."
This one's the commander bird.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, big fluffy up here.
Are you able to mage hand his sword out of the pit, Malik?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't think he should be unarmed. And I
It'll
don't
give
have
him
a
some
sword.
comfort to be able to slit our throats in the night. So Little Fox is gonna reach in her bag and pull out like a blanket or something and just like put it around this poor traumatized Chulton.
Uh-huh.
But like in such a way that it covers him up very much. Like you
So
can't really see
You
his
want them
face.
to think that this is like an extra one of you, or are you going to jam
I-
Ishi up under there, or what? This is not a good subterfuge.
It's not great, but it's something. It's a start. And maybe it'll be comforting to him, because he's upset.
And wet and covered in
when
snake
people
bites.
suffer or like in shock,
Yeah,
you put
just
a
put
blanket.
a blanket over him.
So no, it's like around him.
Oh,
but,
okay.
like,
All right.
so,
Up over
like,
his head.
Like yeah, so it's like a little hood,
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's like holding his damn.
and she like pats his shoulders and like nods, like this is good.
Okay. Yeah. So
Let's-
he's quiet.
We should try and leave.
let's get out of here and try and make camp.
Is the plan here to just like walk out, like whistling nonchalantly, like there were 5 of you to begin with, or?
I
believe so.
suppose. I don't really have another option.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to be clear that the plan was we put a blanket over him and just walk out.
I could cast
Whatever, these are
fog cloud,
fucking
but like,
birds.
wouldn't that also be suspicious?
I put on an orange jumpsuit and I carry a clipboard and then I just walk into the building. Okay. I mean, yes. Somebody can make a deception check at disadvantage. And then I will make for the birds. I will make a perception check at advantage. And if you're real lucky, they just won't notice.
Okay, who's got the best deception?
Whose master plan is this?
I am horrible at deception.
I've got a 2.
Let's let Malik make the check.
Yeah, like you're doing all this stuff, and he's kind of sat there, and he's like, "Can you get his sword?" And he's like, "All right, yep, no, everybody's asking me to do things, okay." And now we're putting a blanket on his.
Why don't I've got it? This is a brilliant plan. Little Fox goes invisible, and then we pretend
Look,
this
stop,
man
stop,
is.
stop, stop. This is all crazy. You're all crazy.
Well, I never.
Yeah, just
Bear
Just look-
Walrus in chat has a really good plan. Just take out a pair of glasses with a nose and a mustache on and put it on him. Like, Little Fox, you remember from before.
I could cast. I could make fog.
Malik, did you have an idea?
no. It's
Okay,
just-
Little Fox just makes herself look exactly like this dude, and then we all walk out.
You make yourself look like him?
Wait a minute. Actually, hold on, because I detected magic already. Never mind, I can't do it.
Yeah.
You can't.
Can't do it. The other-
If we're worried about the birds spotting the sky, then we would have to book it through a cloud of fog, which we couldn't actually see where we were going.
Yeah,
I
that would be very dangerous because you'd be blind
I
too.
will talk to them. We will explain the situation, and we don't have any need for this ill-advised and hiding him.
Okay.
I believe the words that the word you're looking for here, Malik, is antics. These antics.
Well, let's just go.
hijinks.
Yeah, hijinks, shenanigans. Okay, so
Japes.
what is the plan? You're all kind of clustered here. I'm going to move you inside the door, whispering to each other about, we gotta get out of here.
All
What are
right.
we gonna do?
commencing jape in 5.
So you are gonna go with the blanket over the guy, just pretend like he's not there plan.
No, we're gonna let Malik walk out and just talk, I think is
Yeah, Malik's gonna do talking stuff.
Yeah. It was like, hold on. I'll see if this is a problem. It shouldn't be. We can make it not be.
Okay.
Just give me a moment.
So you want to walk
Yes. I walk outside.
up? Okay.
And I look at the birds and I say, the man in there, he turned to stone? The queen turned to stone? Or was this something else?
Man? Which man? Only statues in there. And the rest of them all like chuckle.
Please, I did not attempt to insult your intelligence or your queen's while we've been here. We've been most courteous guests.
No
Slaying a
guests.
dragon. You're certainly
Intruders. Interlopers. The queen was kind to you. You're lucky is all.
all right. Well, lucky and also knowledgeable about magic. So, yes, that is a man turned to stone as opposed to a statue. Am I not correct?
And the bird just kind of cocks its head. A fine guess. On some days our queen is wrathful against intruders.
I see. Well, it seems he's already served a sentence of hundreds of years. Were we to remove him, and I saw an interloper, as you said, would this not be a good thing for the beauty and sanctity of your home?
The intruder's sentence was death by petrification. You cannot undo this. And even if you were able to aid him, would be to join his crime to yours, the queen would be most displeased.
Little Fox just looks hears this and looks over at the group and is like, I shouldn't say I told you so, but I told them so. She just is like, grr.
We should have gone with Operation Blanket.
Well,
No, we should have never fucking unfroze this dude.
Wait. Do you think there are birds on the other side? While Malik's talking, we could sneak around.
absolutely yes. 112%.
Oh, all right.
Oh, well. In which case, I suppose we ought to inform you that the magics that were holding him seem to have broken. There's must have been a limit on the spell, which has been reached. I will tell you now, as we headed back through to leave peacefully, he is undone. He's a man once more.
Make a deception check. And I think you got to make it a disadvantage because they know way more about her magic than you do.
Okay. Oh, why are you like this? Well,
Ooh! Boom!
Chaos Plateau is strong with us today, Adam.
So they believe you. And he says, magic? Undone? What? Impossible.
unfortunately, I'm a very powerful sorcerer in my own right, and sometimes I have the gift given by my ancestors to weaken some long lingering effects. So if I'm at fault in doing so, in my presence bringing distaste to your queen, I can only apologize. But
Justice is justice. If a prison walls fall down around you, you're still a prisoner. We must consult with the queen. And then one of the other birds clucks nervously and says, but the queen is in sanctum, Akra. We must not disturb her. And he like huffs and puffs his feathers up a little bit like, And Akra, the leader, says to one of the birds, like, stay and watch them. you two, come with me. And they all fly back over to their nest. And and they start flying over that way. Like they're gonna go and like consult about what to do. This one flies over there to keep an eye on you.
And I say to the others.
So the rest aren't that far away. But they've all gone, and they land up on top of this tree in their little nest, and they're like, you can hear them talking to each other. They're speaking Orin now, but
I can hear what they're saying.
yeah, but they're speaking quietly. If you want to make a roll to like listen, but they're basically just like, what do we do? We can't bother the queen, but we can't just let them leave. But the magic is
can
broken;
I-
they might slip away.
I want to attempt to like just cure more than 7 hit points on this guy before we try and run from some birds.
Okay.
Because if he passes out, that's gonna be bad news too.
I'm not
So
gonna outrun birds. They
The
can
birds
fly.
are pretty fast.
They can fly. Yeah, it's true.
You know what they can't do? They can't dig. So if I start digging a tunnel,
Yeah. See, Ishi, this whole thing has just proven. You know what they don't have underground? Fucking birds.
it's true.
You've literally never had a bird attack you from above until you left the underground. So
do you think we should just try and sneak away while they're talking?
No. We're gonna make it past them. And besides, we didn't do anything wrong. This was simply an unfortunate accident at the same time.
Yeah, but that's not how it's gonna end. When they're like, "Hey, you can go, but he has to stay," and we.
I would hate to
Within
save a
their
man
rights to do
from-
that.
Sorry, what?
They're perfectly within their rights to do that. If he's made some crime.
I suppose.
And he's saying this like out loud because we are within earshot.
of one of these birds. Yeah.
And we can't like speak quietly to each other.
Yeah. I figure you have, if
I
you're
mean,
going
if
to,
they can speak quietly. Oh, I guess the rest of them are farther away.
yeah, they're
then.
all far
Yeah.
away. Yeah. And then this one is just sitting here like 20 or 30 feet away from you. You can whisper to each other, but yeah. Like they're trying to decide what to do. And yeah, Ishi, like chances are pretty good. You know how groups of servants work. They're going to try to stall you until the queen is ready to talk to them. Then they're going to just get her to make the decision. And if she finds out that her magic is done, powerful creatures don't like thinking like their magic and their power isn't eternal and impossible to avoid. She'll get pissed and she'll come over here and she'll stone him and she might get mad at you. So that's how you see this playing out.
Yeah, but better to try and deal with all this without the queen than with the queen.
Mhm.
The longer we wait, the more that's gonna be a thing.
I personally think we should go.
Well, if you're going to go, then I will follow your lead.
I don't like understand the vibes here at all. Like out of character. I don't like.
Yeah, I think
What
it's-
are we doing? Right.
Tell you what, y'all.
We gave you the lead on this one, Dave. What's the plan?
Tell you what. Little Fox will do a thing, and it might provide an opening for y'all to escape. As she walks up to giant bird friend, and with like being as obsequious and head bowy as she can,
Mm-hmm.
she says, please, may I see your plumage again?
And the
The
bird,
other showed me, and it was the most beautiful thing I had seen.
and yeah, the bird does this like kind of cocky, like the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. Well, you've clearly never seen my feathers before. Like, how dare you, stupid?
And she nods like, yes, I thought that maybe yours would be the best.
Yeah.
Can I please see?
Yeah, and it turns around and like looks over its shoulder and like flaps out its feathers in this like, check out these pinions, baby, and like flaps them out and the sun reflects off of them. And yeah, it's gonna try to hypnotize you.
Yeah,
Where
so
we all roll stealth checks and hope to get
yeah,
away.
Little Fox is gonna take one for the team and get charmed again.
Yeah, make
so
that
y'all can
wisdom save.
Sneak by. I'm gonna fail this
Okay.
fucking wisdom save.
I'm imagining like a giant version.
did
Boom! Fucking nuclear wisdom save. You are
don't.
fine. I'm imagining this like to be one of those like a giant version of that bird from Planet Earth, like hopping back and forth and like
Yeah.
clucking and like showing.
Oh yeah,
its
the ones that
feathers.
like yeah.
yeah.
So
Okay.
we're all sneaking.
Yeah, you want to try to?
Do we
you
have
wanna try to sneak?
advantage because Little Fox had it.
You
turn its back?
do not have advantage because your ability to sneak has not changed, but the bird's ability to perceive you will have disadvantage because it's like, "Ooh, check me out. I'm
Yeah, and Little
6'8".
Fox is just like praising it.
Yeah.
And because she's not charmed, she's able to speak and just be like, "Oh yes, very lovely."
Yeah, and it's just like literally just hopping back and forth on this statue and just like fluffing up
Just
its feathers for you.
Okay, well,
Peace out. Let's go.
Yeah.
and
I'm
like
just-
Little Fox is actually having the best time too. She's like, "Oh yeah, it is really pretty. This is amazing."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have disadvantage because of my armor.
Yes, you do. It's true.
Good.
I mean, what really matters is the other guy.
The
sneaking.
guy, yeah.
He's actually pretty good. His job was a sneaker, so he's got.
Yes, guy.
In fact, you can't even see him. He's just like solid fucking snake over here. He's out.
Me and him were sneak.
You just
foot.
turn and the cloak drifts to the floor. He's gone.
There's a
Smoke bomb.
there's a cardboard box. that
exactly. It's a treasure chest
What
with no
is
bottom.
that?
Just boom, 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 boom. Cool. All right. So
All
solid snook over here is no problem. But the
I'm like clink,
the
clank,
Eblis, so he's at disadvantage.
clink,
So
Come on,
let's see.
chaos.
clank.
That is bad.
He sees
God, what a beast!
all of you, I guess.
What? No,
Except
no,
Ishi. Yeah.
No
except
way,
Ishi
yeah.
and the
But a
dude.
scout
Ishi-
doesn't see.
Ishi and the dude. So okay, show me the route you're taking here, Ishi, because you're leaving cover, right?
Yeah. So I think I'm headed back towards the big tree root, right? So the way that I imagine Ishi doing it is going to here and then like quickly along this edge dropping to the bottom of these stairs.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean? And like trying to like stay low
So-
into this tree.
That's the good smart route that the people who are good at sneaking take, and then everyone else is just in like sneaking pose trying to march along in the open.
Yeah. Okay. So the bird like I know. Hold on. Let me see how often it can use this ability.
Once per day.
Let's see. 1 day each. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it sees the two of you and it like turns around and stops its little dance. And it says, "You there? Where do you think you're going?"
I was entranced by your plumage and had to get closer.
Make a deception check.
Okay.
I love how woodenly Arcturus lies. Come on.
I was definitely not lying.
I mean, Arcturus isn't great at charisma-based stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna give it you advantage on the lie because that's a lie it wants to believe. So roll
Okay. All right. That
The
makes
insight check it gets is
sense. I got a 10.
15. Okay. So it sneers at you as best a bird can, and it says, "Don't lie to me. I know a true aficionado of feathers when I see one, and you've never seen such beauty before, fish boy. You're lying to me, trying to trick me, but I'm smart and beautiful." And it turns and like makes a crowing sound to the others.
No, as it turns, I use my wand of a cone of fear on it.
Okay, from where you're standing, the cone will definitely hit Little Fox. Let me double check.
That's fine.
So it's a 60-foot
So-
cone, right?
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Jesus. Oh yeah, that will hella hit Little Fox.
Yeah.
Because
You're
it's
already
1, 2,
incapacitated.
3. Yep.
Oh, run away
But you
from
can't hesitate. So you just yank out the wand. You're like, "Hah!" Okay, cool. Do the thing.
me. Pew!
Okay, a cone of amber light. Ba-bwam. Little Fox, true horror has emerged from the building, and yeah, you get caught in the cone of fear.
Of course, you
So
can.
if I may, from
So
Little Fox's
everybody-
perspective,
Everybody, yes, I could use the command thing, but it would grovel for 6 seconds.
Yeah,
As a
The bird fucking lays an egg and flies away. Like, it's just, it turns to you, and it's like, "Mah!" and like, whoom, gone. Just feathers and terror as it flaps away, never to return to Nangalore. Goodbye, bird. Away he goes.
yeah, I'm like, we should leave.
He
We should
has a
leave.
bird attack and dies.
But what about the fear that,
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so-
Little Fox, please go ahead. So what you have to do while you're frightened is move as far away from Malik as you can.
yeah.
At the end of each of its turns, it can repeat a saving throw. So you can only get as far as you can get with one turn.
Yep.
And
So
then
move 60 now, or whatever your movement is.
My movement's 40, so I move 80. So I
80.
go to the edge with my first move, and then I drop down
Okay.
and go for 40, like
Alright.
off this way.
All right. So in tumbling down the edge in fear,
And
you take
What?
9 damage.
Little Fox Cam also is like she thinks she's seen a dragon. she
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Tell us when
She
you
has
look,
some
you look and you
trauma.
see Malik, and I think what we could do with this wand is that it makes the wielder of the wand like a much
Yeah.
more terrifying version of themselves. So you see
And so
like
I think, yeah, he takes on like a draconic
you see
aspect.
level 20 like chaotic evil Malik, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And due to Little Fox's history, that's really scary and upsetting for
Yeah,
her.
huge dragon sorcerer.
And it's like her as a little kid running away from a village that is burning, and
Yeah, you
it's
can
that
hear
whole
the
thing.
fire burning and like
Yeah.
yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, totally.
Oh,
Oh, that's
You
so
do
cool
this
and awful for you.
what
At
did
the
you?
end of your turn.
Okay, so well, before we do that, let's take our because we're due one more break before we end. So that's a great image. That idea of like Malik with the wand out, all half draconic, cloak blowing in the ashy like fire blown ember breeze. All of Nangalore aflame, but overlaid like the Furbolg village and the screaming and bodies burning, and just Malik holding this wand, looking all like
And then I turn and look at Malik, and he looks like cartoon Teen Titans.
got him. Cool.
I'm just like,
Awesome. All right, stick around for the conclusion of today's episode. We will be right back.